palm under me, and then the palm on top here are Pritchardia remota. The palm underneath is a seedling of that palm up there. And there's a little seedling over there, and some seedlings in here too. So these are Pritchardia remota. This is probably the hardiest palm in the genus Pritchardia. These are native to Niihau and Nihoa. And it's also thought that they were previously found on Laysan Island. The Laysan one is based on some photographs that were taken in the early to mid 1800s. Essentially, some people visited the island, took pictures of the palms. Several years later they came back and all the palms were chopped down. So there were no collections or anything taken, but the pictures look pretty similar to Pritchardia remota. So those three islands are really in the northern end of the Hawaiian island chain. Niihau is owned by the Robinson family, and one of the old names for Pritchardia remota that was found on Niihau was Pritchardia Aylmer robinsonii. And that was after one of the owners of the Niihau island. The Nihoa population is probably the larger of the two island populations of this species. They've now started kind of reintroducing it to Laysan Island as well. Those islands, because they aren't very high elevation, they can't really catch the moisture off of the trade winds like these larger islands here. So, it's really only like 20 or 30 inches of rain that they get per year. And it can be very sporadic. There's been years where all of the population of Niihau has had to leave and go to Kauai because they haven't gotten rain in so long. So these palms have to withstand that. So because of that, they're pretty hardy. It's low elevation. So it does get very hot there. So they do grow pretty well in Florida. I've seen these in Fairchild Botanical Gardens at almost this size. I've seen them doing pretty well in Central Florida as well. And I've seen them take some pretty, decent cold temperatures, probably the warmer end of 9B, like 28, 29 degrees, and still live, which for a Pritchardia is pretty, a Pritchardia that does well in Florida, that's pretty good. The South Pacific Pritchardias, which do very well in our summers, are very, very cold sensitive. So yeah, Pritchardia remota, pretty nice. There's a big grouping of them here, and a lot of them are kind of self-seeding and volunteering all over the place. So you can see how well adapted they are. This is the Cocoa Crater Botanical Garden, and we're also kind of in a rain shadow here, so it doesn't really rain a whole lot here. And despite that, they're doing very well.